Jamaica's Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley says the government will deliver on its commitment to ensure a diversified energy sector. Dr. Wheatley says more focus is being placed on renewables. He explains that some 33 megawatt of solar energy will be provided to the national grid this year. 8 Rivers Company has been selected as the preferred bidder to build and operate the power generation plant in Negril, Westmoreland. The Energy Minister says some 200 persons will be employed in the construction phase.
We will be looking to finalize in short order a license and power purchase agreement with 8 Rivers Energy Company to supply 33 megawatts of solar energy to the grid at US 8.5 cents per kilowatt hour. Mr. Speaker, that's the lowest price in Jamaica's history. This project, Mr. Speaker, will be located in Negril, Westmoreland, and will have an investment of US $50 million and will employ approximately 200 persons during construction and some 50 permanent employees. Construction is slated to start, Mr. Speaker, in 2016-17. and first supply to the grid will be in 2018. Mr. Speaker, this is how we get set for prosperity.
And the national grid should have at least 15% of renewable energy capacity by 2020. Dr. Wheatley says 2 projects in St. Elizabeth and Clarendon, which will come on stream shortly, will add another 80% of renewable energy to the national grid.
The commissioning of a 20 megawatt photovoltaic plant by WRB Limited at Content, Clarendon, with capital investment of US $65 million, and the BMR wind farm at Monroe in St. Elizabeth will happen in just a few weeks, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the BMR project will supply 36 megawatts with a capital investment of US $78 million. Mr. Speaker, together, Content Solar, BMR, and the recently commissioned Weekton 3 24 megawatt wind farm will add over 80 megawatts of renewables to the energy mix. Mr. Speaker, that will be putting us on track to having 15% renewable capacity for the grid or to the grid in 2020.
God bless inheritance.
In the meantime, the government will go to the markets for another request for proposal RFP for another 100 megawatt of renewable energy this year.
We will also seek an additional 50 megawatts in a separate waste to energy RFP. And I can assure you, Mr. Speaker, that the turnaround time for this particular tranche of generation procurement will be quick. Mr. Speaker, these are key moves towards the diversified energy mix and a competitive supply. Mr. Speaker, this will enable us to deliver 30% of the generation to the grid from renewables in 2013. Or what we would want to call, Mr. Speaker, our 30 in 30 mission. Mr. Speaker, I put it to you, this is how we get set for prosperity.